We are back, and we are here with all the fallout from Double or Nothing. And I guess we're looking forward to Hell in the Cell.
No.
Welcome to the Wrestling Council. Welcome to the Wrestling Council. I'm your host, Comic Book Bob. I'm joined, as always, by my good friend, Hollywood Frank.
Adam Cole, baby.
Always wearing the swag. You can catch us here every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Boy, you're just chalking up that friggin' belt, man.
Yeah, it hasn't been with me in a couple of months, man. I should have gotten it months ago.
Yeah. But you can catch us here every Tuesday, Eastern Standard Time, talking about all the interesting stuff in wrestling. And we are coming off of Double or Nothing. And holy crap, that was a long night. Man. So, Double or Nothing happened, and man, it was long. Good Lord. Good God, man. I mean,
I had to tap out before the last
we
two
both,
matches.
dude, we both did, dude. The main event didn't get done till almost like
I don't know,
20 to 1. It was like,
out.
holy crap, man.
I tapped out before the tag match and before the tag match and before the world title.
But real quick before we get started, let's go ahead and see what we got hanging with us. Leg Kick was first. He said, "Hail the Wrestling Council. Hail yourself, Leg Kick. Thanks for being here, brother." Courtney, so next she said, "What's up? What's up, guys?" Courtney said, I gotta go watch Stupid Dark now. Love you guys. Dark has actually had some good matches, man.
Watch Dark later.
Watch Dark later. Yep. Maldacito said, "Sup, folks? What's up, Maldacito? Hope you're being safe on the way home." Johnny, hit like or you'll be cursed. Yes.
Yeah, you'd be Danhausen.
Oh my God. I actually watched that friggin' match. Maldacito said, "Bob lives." Yeah, barely, man. Oh my God. That was rough. Oh my God.
What's rough for you, man? Rough for me. I'm awake today. I was hurting on Sunday.
I'm gonna tell you, man, it was not fun. Let's see. Like he says, well rested now, Bob. Yeah, I feel better. I mean, I had a long day today. I had a lot of work around the house today, but appreciate it. And then everybody else is out there. Appreciate you guys. And Maldacito said, "Sup." So you know what happens when we do that.
Sup.
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 Hello.
What's up?
What's up?
I guess they don't care about me being well rested.
Yeah, well, you know. Anyway, thanks for being here, guys. Appreciate it. We got a lot to get into, but before we do that, got to do our favorite segment, something we call Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And man,
you're up.
There was some good, some bad, and some ugly, man. Leg Kick says Raw will put you to sleep. Yeah, Raw, man, for the go home show, Raw was not good this week.
Nope.
But we'll get into that. For me, I'm actually kind of on the hot seat here, man, because I did not prepare. But
I feel we're well rested. Leg Kick.
Yeah. For me, the good has been. And I know I sound like a broken record, man, but dude, Best of the Super Juniors, so much fun, man. Wheeler Yuta actually finishing up his Best of Super Juniors. He did not make any finals. Didn't predict him to, especially since it was his first time. But man, I'm gonna tell you what, man, there have been some killer matches on that freaking program. Oh my God, dude. Anybody who's not, I've listened to people, especially Jim Cornette, just talking shit about Wheeler Yuta. Man, it's like, dude, if you're not a fan of this kid, shut the hell up. He's a friggin' high flying banger, man. and just such a good technical wrestler when he wants to be. I mean, there's a reason why they put that pure belt on him, and he's freaking young.
And William Regal stated that he wanted to bring Willa Yuta into NXT.
Yeah, no, dude. There's a lot of these guys. New Japan is really on WWE's radar, especially everybody but Vince.
All right, take a shot. I'll take a shot of water.
Yeah, what do you want me to do? Take a shot. Actually, I should take a shot. Matter of fact, I will take one when I'm done here. But I'm serious, man. It's been so much fun. Like I said, nobody does tournaments like New Japan. I'm on and guys that I were not really on my radar, like El Lindemann and Teton from CMLL. Great showings as well, man. It's just been a lot of fun. Man. So that's my good. My bad. Jeff Hardy.
There's so many. Yeah, I was gonna say there's so many directions you can go with.
Yeah, but Jeff Hardy did not look good. He has actually, from my understanding, he's going to be taking some time off, some much needed time off. I know that they wanted to have that one last Hardys versus the Bucks banger, man, but I'm going to tell you what, he did not look good, and it looked bad. Like it really, and from what I understand, he may be even hurt worse than we thought. On top of that, Adam Cole picked up an injury during the show, so. You know, all the hopes and prayers of those guys. Hope they get patched up. Man, it was rough. But like I said, we got to talk about the show thing. The Ugly is the continued fallout between AEW and MJF, and I'm gonna tell you guys right now, and this was not a work. Now, one thing that people are saying, however, is that this was a shoot. The situation between AEW and MJF was a shoot, but at this point, it has now become storyline, and it has now become the continuation forward is now being in work. Now, from what we'll talk more about this because this is like one of the biggest stories coming out because this thing overshadowed the entire show.
Yep.
And I really feel like, and a lot of people are not happy with him. A lot of people in the back are not happy with him. A lot of the wrestlers are not happy with him. They don't like the way that this went down. I personally think that this was a horrible way to do this, whatever it is that's going on, especially with all those people that got screwed over at that's the big thing that most of the wrestlers seem to have with him is that if this is some kind of a major like Brian Pillman-esque shoot type thing, a lot of fans got screwed out of something that they deserve. So, but anyway, that's the continued fallout of that. We'll talk more about that. There's a little bit more news coming in on that. But yeah, it didn't. I don't think if this does end up being like some kind of a super work, it did not land the way they wanted it to. So, but that's my good, my bad, my ugly. Frank, what you got, brother?
Let's first get this up here from Mr.
Oh yeah, I got it. I saw it. I got it. Mr. Real Rallisport. Hi guys, love the channel stream. Glad Athena appeared at last. She will be great, probably versus Jade Cargill. Oh, 100%. Hope Jeff Hardy is okay. He is injured. McIntyre is also. Yeah. That was the other injury I started. He has a torn biceps. He's out for a while. But appreciate you stopping in, brother. Thanks for hanging out with us.
And we got to hit Baldacito's up because Cleveland's own The Miz.
Oh, God damn it. So many better people.
and my good and is Double or Nothing, and I agree with Maldacito. Death Triangle. Great match. Best match of the night. Them versus
next to the main event was the best match of the night.
House of Black versus now the ending with Julia Hart coming out.
It's fine, man.
It is. I mean, it's a culmination of 6 months of work getting there.
Yeah. It took too long.
I'm glad it finally got to where it needed to go.
It took way too long. I'm okay with that. This kind of an ending, the AEW doesn't do it a lot. I'm okay with them doing it once in a while. It was fine.
And King, man, doing that top rope over the top rope, man.
Dude, that tweet that he tweeted out after the show, he said I can't remember what he said, but it basically was like that part. They say the friggin' edge of the ring is unforgiving, man. It's like, but I give the guy credit for even being able to get that far over top of it. Like normally Brody King is money when he does stuff like that. He just didn't get all of that one. But I would love, like we were talking about during the show, man. I want to see him in like Lance Archer in a friggin' program, man. Two big guys like that can move the way that they do. That would be friggin' money to me.
Canadian Destroyer on the ring apron, and then
I
can't remember the name of that move that Pac does with jumping up and wrapping your legs around your head and flipping you over.
Oh, that was, what was it? It was like a reverse Frankenstein or something like that.
I mean, that's
it's Pac, dude. I mean, the guy's friggin' crazy good.
But yeah, the bad. This Sunday night, Hell in a Cell. I know it's not one of their major cards, but
yep,
you've got 6 matches. You've got the Raw Women's Championship and the U.S. title being defended, and that's it.
Yep.
No men's tag, obviously no women's tag, no Intercontinental Ricochet, no Universal WWE title being defended at all.
Yeah, it's a show, and your biggest stars aren't going to be there. Your biggest star isn't going to be there. You know, that'd be like AEW having a pay-per-view and the world and Punk with the world title just says, nah, I'm going to just go chill at home.
And you got Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins for the 3rd time. Cody's 2-0. It's going to be 3-0 after Sunday.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that because I'm actually this last week, I think they realized that people are like really not into this idea of them having a 3rd match. So the promo that the promo they had on Monday, best promo that Seth has done in years. I think they just told him, like, listen, we need you to kick this thing up a notch, go out there and just be yourself and say what you want to say. And he got into it, man. Like he and Cody, man, they had a great one-off. So the match is going to be fun. The match is going to be, they're 2 of the best, 2 of the best wrestlers working today. So the match would be great. This needs to be over.
Yeah, I mean, you got Bianca versus Asuka versus the Davey Bowie lookalike.
That's just mean, dude.
That's what she looked like.
Let me tell you, man, it's they're trying to. They want her to be a heel so bad that they're just having her do whatever weird shit she can pop off.
You got Bobby Lashley versus Omos and MVP. Don't care.
Nobody cares.
You've got Theory versus Ali. Don't care.
Yep. I mean, we'll talk more about the card coming up. And
Owens versus Ezekiel. Don't care. I don't care about any of these matches on the card.
Nobody. Yeah, this is a nothing, and this is a nothing pay-per-view, and we'll talk about some of the fallout from it because they literally could not sell out the original venue that they had, so they had to drop it to a different venue, which pissed off a whole bunch of people.
Well, pissed them off more when Tony Khan said something about it.
Yep.
But what he was saying is true. I mean, why are you mad at Tony Khan? You're the company that can't sell out an arena and had to move it.
Yep.
Sorry. And my ugly, man, those two times he tried doing the buckshot lariat.
Oh God,
and dude went down.
Yeah. Woo! Midwest March Podcast. Say, what's up, brother? Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. And yeah, like I said, we're going to talk about Double or Nothing. We're going to talk about everything that happened.
Yeah, the match was good, but those
yeah.
two missed.
Well,
Yeah,
there's a reason.
shot,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. He worked it into that. Here's the thing. Like we talked about it when he tried that before. Punk is not the most agile dude. And the fact and when he did pull off that buckshot lariat, was it a week and a half, 2 weeks ago? He barely got over, man. He barely got over that rope. It was not the best looking thing. So he did manage to work it into the match, and I think they talked about it backstage a little bit, and he was like, not the easiest move to pull off. So, but I'm just glad he didn't get hurt trying to do it or anything. So
yeah, that's my good, bad, and ugly. And leg kick, if they ever go back, they should go back to the black. They'll never go back, but they'll never go back.
No.
That was the best NXT. Black and gold like this.
Yeah. Johnny said, to be fair, I never understood how Hangman does that shit. It's the very idea of that movie puzzles me. Dude, Hangman is a crazy good dude in the ring, man. He's got great moves. So all the credit in the world to the guy. But anyway, guys, that's our good, our bad, our ugly. Keep posting in the chat what you guys thought about it. Appreciate everybody that stopped in.
And I slowed down the when I was watching DVR and watching the Hangman Punk match, and obviously they called it 2.999. No, it was a 3.
Yeah, it was.
Punk did not get up in time, but
yeah, it was
that was not the ending of the match. So
yeah, that was a bit of a botch, and there were some botches all through the night. We could talk about that, but appreciate everybody that's joining us right now. All right, let's go ahead and get into this, man. AEW or Nothing. Let's start off obviously with the
buy-in.
The oh my God, do we have to start with the buy-in?
Bookhausen.
Jesus Christ, God. This was blessedly short.
Yes.
Okay, because again, I get it. I get why they're popular. Why he's popular. Danhausen. Finally got to see Danhausen do some moves. So he's not bad. I mean, he obviously the dude's he's not a bad light heavyweight kind of guy. But man, just the goofy gimmicks, I'm not into it, dude. I wasn't into like the Team Hell No and all that stuff. I was never into that crap.
Rock and Sock Connection.
Wasn't into it, dude. I love Mick Foley. I love The Rock, but man, I'm just like, can I get this goofy shit off my screen? But I get it. Again, it was blessedly short. Mark Sterling obviously was there to take the pin, and it wasn't bad. It was just like I said, I'm just like, okay. But I'm gonna tell you what, man. You add this match and all the stuff that came to this friggin' pay-per-view was almost 5 hours, dude. Oh my God, Courtney, I'm back. Damn, Dark was putting me to sleep. Yeah. Hey, I say Dark. Nice thing about Dark is you can take it at your leisure.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that Double or Nothing was just too long.
It was a mixed bag, and as a pay-per-view, it was a mixed bag too. Danhausen is in the next FTW champ. I won't accept less. That would be ridiculous. As goofy as I will go is Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer. Okay. But anyway, it was what it was. First match of the night, obviously, is the match that everyone's talking about.
Willie or won't he show up?
Willie or won't he shut up? They played his music, and he didn't come out at first, and then he finally came out. He had on the flare jacket. He was doing, and again, like I said, this was something real that got turned into a storyline. From what I understand, at some point during the day, he and Tony Khan and MJF basically said, "Listen, let's get through this pay-per-view, and then we will sit down and we'll talk and we'll hash this thing out." From what I understand, they have a sit down that's scheduled for, I believe, the 9th of June. So in about a week and a half. So MJF, like in storyline, he's been written off television for about a week, for at least a week and a half. But that right there is a good sign for him staying put in AEW. The fact that they've got a sit down schedule, the fact that they were able to get this thing is like let's get through this, let's get through the pay per view, let's get this all done. And MJF continued to do what MJF does, man. Like he did that whole thing where he was like flapping his wings, like I was almost out of here, you know.
You had fans chanting, he showed up. He showed up.
He showed up. Like I said, I think it's AEW poking fun at Naomi and Sasha. I think they leaned into that after they came to the decision to come together. But listen, this was not a shoot to begin with. Okay, this was originally a work, and but doing what they do, doing what MGF does when they made the decision, he says, okay, let's lean into all this speculation. Now, if the way this thing is going down, though, there's a lot of people that are upset. The big fan fest thing is what most of the people are upset about. They're like, you shouldn't have done that to them, dude. Show up. Do your duty and due diligence for the fans who paid money to do this, because they had to refund everybody that came there to see MJF, you know, and had signed up for the signings and the pictures and stuff, you know that. So, and again, knowing how heavy he leans into stuff and how hardcore he is into kayfabe, is it possible that this is? Yeah, but every report that I'm getting says that this was 100% of work. And then after they came to this decision, they kind of leaned it into a storyline thing. But yeah, exactly. Like that's what all the people behind the scenes and everyone's basically is saying. He's got a lot of heat on there saying, listen, you got to be professional. You know, when you know, whether you have an issue or not, you don't take it out on the fans. And a lot of people spent a lot of money to be there, who now, you know, they got refunded, and it creates bad blood. It's just not good.
Yeah, I know Courtney said she knew somebody that went out there for the pay-per-view in Las Vegas.
What's that? Yeah,
Courtney
Courtney had a friend who literally paid money specifically to be there for him and travel halfway across the country and got screwed. So they're going to need to do something to make good on that. And knowing Tony Khan, he probably will. But this was not, you know, all the people who said from the beginning, it was a work. It wasn't. I mean, it was a shoot. It wasn't a shoot. It was a work. But doing what they do, they just worked it into a storyline.
Yeah.
So, and the other thing too is everyone said like, oh, they squashed him on purpose. And, you know, he's gone. No, this was the way that this storyline was meant to be. Because if you watch the way that he was before the match started, he kept avoiding Wardlow. The whole idea is like, this is why he hired Wardlow to be his bodyguard in the first place.
Yep.
He's a freaking monster, and he didn't want to face him. And then they worked the whole thing in with the
diamond ring.
The diamond ring, which the diamond ring, the finish with the diamond ring is one of the most protected things in AEW. Like Brian Alvarez was actually pointing this out, and he said that and the One Wing Angel are the most protected finishers in AEW. Whenever he puts that ring on, if he hits you with it, it's over.
Yep.
But they worked it into the storyline. Like Wardlow knew it was coming, and he tapped on the shoulder of the ref, and they both walked up as he was putting it on. You know, and then they did exactly what Wardlow said he was going to do. He power bombed him into the center of the freaking earth. He dropped him 10 times, man.
Yeah.
So this is the way this match was always intended to go. Wardlow was just going to destroy him.
Yep.
So it was not. It was designed to write him off television for at least a couple of shows, to put over just how major a monster that Wardlow is. He has a nice moment after where they said he's all elite. He really sold it well.
Yeah.
The handling of it, like I said, wasn't good. The match and the payoff, I felt was as good for ending this storyline, which has been going on for 2 years. You know, they've been teasing this thing literally for they teased the thing almost for as long as the Kenny Hangman thing. So the match itself, the finish, what I thought was good. But I agree. I think this was a big miss.
Yeah, AEW is not quick with the storylines, which is good. I mean, I don't want boom start a storyline and 2 weeks later.
Well, there's good short term storylines, and then these long term ones that you know.
Yeah, I mean, but you need the payoff in some of them. If you're doing nothing but short storylines, you're bouncing all over the place with these guys.
Yeah,
like he's a heel, he's a face, he heals, he face. Sort of like what he did with Big Show, kept flipping him back and forth. Heel or face, and know from week to week what this guy was doing.
Yeah,
go with something, build it up, get a payoff, and then do what you want to do after that.
And then there's all the whole thing where, like, when Wardlow, like, everyone's like, why is nobody coming out to help Wardlow? Well, you got to remember that Wardlow spent the last 2.5 years basically beating the living hell out of it, like punking everybody and helping MJF. So he doesn't have a whole lot of friends in the back. But now that'll start changing and everything. So, but I felt that was a good way to start the show. Then we go to one of the worst things that happened on the show, and that was the Bucks versus the Hardys. And when I say the worst thing, this was not a terrible match.
No.
This was just, it was very clear. Jeff Hardy was just, he's messed up. He's hurting. He was hurting bad. And this was not the send off for the Hardys that I think they wanted. Jeff really, really needs to take some time off and heal up. And for what I understand, that's what he's doing. He was originally supposed to be part of a match on Dynamite. And that match has been changed. So he's off of that. Cole is off of that match as well because he unfortunately picked up an injury. Apparently, it's not so bad that he's going to be gone for a long time. Dude, it's such a missed opportunity.
Yeah,
but
his boot problem too didn't help the matter.
Who's that?
Jeff Hardy with his boot string coming undone.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, I mean, dude, this match was just compared to what the kind of match that these guys usually put together. This was a very sloppy match. All the credit in the world to the Bucks, man. They did the best they could, and put together at least a serviceable match at the end of the night. MJ could have just done some mat wrestling and let Matt hit the big move, but no, Jeff's got a Jeff. That's who Jeff is, though. Jeff is the spot monkey. You know, that's what
the fans wanted to see. I mean, he takes his shirt off. He takes his shirt off. He does his move off the top.
Yep. And we were talking to the match like, what's the move that Jeff's going to do that's going to kill him tonight? And
thought it was going to be him hitting the ring steps.
Oh my god,
the swanton on the ring steps.
Yep. But he actually missed the first swanton that he went for. And then I do like how the Bucks kind of use their own moves against them for a little while.
And there was too many. We had to wait for the payoff.
Yes,
the guy to get to the top rope or do whatever and come off to hit the move. It's just way too much of that.
And we talked about that. Like, I don't know why AEW doesn't do something like WWE has done, which is they have those covers on the posts on the turnbuckles, and at the very top of it, it has this platform. It's like a triangle shaped platform. It's about a foot and a half wide, and that is a much more stable platform for them to stand on. Next time you watch a WWE show, look for that. The way that they got that thing set up, it's easier and it's a more stable thing for them to stand on. So AEW needs to do something like that for these guys because to get themselves balanced on those ropes is tough. Scorpio has no charisma. I disagree with that. I think Scorpio Sky has a lot of charisma when they let him be. Dude, he was so freaking over. This thing with him becoming a heel again, and this was probably the biggest misstep that Tony Khan's made in a while. That was wrong. But he can't be that anymore. And the fans got to accept that before it's too effing late. Yeah,
it's already too late.
It is already too late. But at least he's taking some time off the heels. So hopefully we'll get a Jeff back who can do some of this stuff without, looking like he's about to keel over. So that match was, I give that like a low 3 out of 5, like more like a 2.5. It was not a terrible match because it is the Hardys and it's the Bucks and they were able to pull it out. So now that one of the matches that a lot of people are up and down about, TBS champion Jade Cargill and Anna Jay. What was that?
Time out.
What's up?
Forgot to mention, I do apologize. We mentioned this on Sunday, but 26 days from now.
Yeah, buddy.
Him and I be in Chi-Town for Forbidden Door. So we mentioned it on Live React. Mentioned it today. We're looking for signs to take to Forbidden Door. So if you have some ideas, Courtney has some great ones. For anybody who wasn't there on Sunday, you got some great ideas for signs.
Yep.
Shoot them out. We're going to try to get some swag from Forbidden Door to get out to the winner, and we'll make that call here soon because, like I said, we only got 26 days till the pay-per-view. So
yeah.
If you're a draw, you're artist, you want to make the sign and send it out to us, we'll take care of the shipping, and you just let me know how much, and I'll get that back to you. But think about it. Come up with some ideas for us because we're going to be on the hard camera side.
Mm-hmm.
You might be able to see it. But you might be able to see it. So
and I'll be making we'll probably be carrying 2 signs. I'll be taking the original sign and altering it a little bit, so we can take that out there, or making a new one. But
I want to throw that out there before we get not too far.
No, it's cool. And like I said, Courtney put some ideas out there, so we're gonna work on those. Doctor them up a little bit. But put it out there, and whoever we end up picking, we'll get to see a little bit of swag from the show. So the TBS championship match started off. Okay, Anna Jay did not look great in this match. At times she looked like she was lost. New Horseman coming soon. Shut the hell up, freaking asshole.
Yeah.
This was not a terrible match. This was a serviceable match. Anna Jay did not look particularly crisp in this. She looked like she was lost. Like something that we've seen in some of the top women in AEW's, the women that get really a lot of screen time. She looks like she's kind of regressed a little bit. And with Jade being as green as she is, which by the way, Jade looked, she continues to look better and better. She's still very green, still needs a lot, she needs time, but she's putting in the work. So she is getting better.
Yep.
But she's not to the point where she needs somebody in there who's like a ring general who can really get the best out of her and put a decent match. And Anna Jay. So I think the ending of this match is what saved it from being being a 2 stars or less, because end of the match, who do we see?
Yeah, the baddies out there.
He had the baddies out there, and then Stokely Hathaway makes his AEW debut, walks down the ramp and distracting Jade, and allowing distracting Anna Jay, and he let Jade hit the Jaded for the win. Then Chris Statler came in the ring, and God dang it, man! When you see Chris Statlander next to Jade Cargill, she's bigger than Jade Cargill. She's taller than she is.
No, Stokely Hathaway came out at the end.
Yeah. He came out at the end.
What's his name? Came out before. Who was with Tony Nese in the kickoff show?
Yeah. Mark Sterling.
Yeah, he came out with his crutch through that.
Yeah. He came out with his crutch, which caused a distraction. But then Stokely came out.
He came out after the match was over, I thought.
No, he came out right before it ended, and he distracted Anna Jay. Because remember, what happened was, first Mark Sterling came out, then John Silver came out and took out Mark Sterling.
Right.
And then Hathaway came out and he distracted Jay, Anna Jay, and then she got the jaded off of her. She put the top rope jaded off of her on her. And then obviously the women charged the ring, and then formerly Ember Moon, now Athena, makes her debut. Everybody got a huge pop. Everyone's standing in there, and like I said, freaking Anna Jay is like they really got something in her, man. Like, not taking anything away from Athena making her debut, but god dang, Anna Jay is big, dude.
Chris Statlander.
Chris Statlander. I'm sorry, but dude, there were so freaking many people in this thing. This was one of the most the chaotic endings of the night. So that was one of the big debuts. Athena's All Elite. Stokely Hathaway is All Elite, which I'm 100% for that. But the match itself was kind of a mixed bag. So it's like I give it like a 2.5 out of 5. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great. Yeah. Then we had arguably the best match of the night, and hopefully the end of this feud: House of Black versus Death Triangle, True Death Triangle. And there's not much we could say about this match other than you got 3 of the best dudes.
Yep.
There's videos of Jade learning from Bryan Danielson. Yeah, like I said, dude, she like I said, as much as I think, she is super green, and she's working with one of the best people in the business. She obviously wants to learn. So,
what's up, Hicks Villain? Thanks for joining us, man.
Yep. And Hicks Villain said, "Sup? What's up, brother?" But House of Black versus Death Triangle, a lot of awesome moves, man. Like we said, Brody Lee.
Brody King.
Brody King is he's one of the best big men working today. Like we talked about, I want to see him in a program with Lance Archer, man, because those two guys could have a freaking banger of a match. Nah, man, I needed a ladder match between Malachi and Penta for that little kid's custody. Dude, little Penta is over, man. He is so freaking over. The fans love that kid. Absolutely love that kid. But like I said, man, you got friggin' Malachi Black, you got Ray Phoenix, you got Penta, you've got Brody King, you got
Buddy Murphy,
man. It's just you got 6 of the best wrestlers working today, man, and they just one crazy spot. The way that they set up their high spots, that's how you do it. They worked them into the match, and they kept them fresh, and they kept them going. Of course, when Brody King, I'm gonna keep doing this, man. My brain's kind of addled. But when Brody King did that, tried to do that, flip over the top rope, almost killed himself. That was a bit of a misstep, but that was pretty much the only major misstep that happened in that match, man. The rest of it was crisp. Like I said, you had some of the best in it, and we did finally get the culmination of Julia Hart thing, which again went on way too long, but thank God it's done. It's over with. I could see them revisiting this with like you said, maybe Malachi versus Penta or something like that, or Buddy Williams versus Penta. But on a whole, I think this thing needs to be done. It's been going back and forth for like a year.
Yeah. And then Ray Phoenix and Malachi just doing their sit down.
Yeah, that was cool, dude. That's storyline stuff, and I like that. But I think this needs to move on. Again, like I said, we the next that's gonna be the first thing that goes on a t-shirt for us, man. My brain's not working.
You just wonder how these guys were just so underutilized in WWE.
Oh my god, dude! They had
Pac,
what they had in
Black,
what they
Buddy
had
Murphy.
In these guys,
Good God.
What they had in these guys was they had some of the best wrestlers in the world, and Vince is just like, oh, they're not 6'6" and 270 pounds, and it's like, good God, dude, you had friggin' wrestling gold. Yeah, they're yeah, okay, and that's kind of what they're there for, man. But yeah, this was in my personal opinion the best match of the night. I'd give this like a 4.5. It was awesome. Then we had the next we had the first of the men's Owens Hart tournament, Samoa Joe versus Adam Cole. Again, two really great wrestlers. I personally did not like the finish of this. When this came out, when Adam Cole was when he came out the winner, we all knew what was going to happen in the women's match.
Yep.
You know, Adam Cole and Britt Baker, they are the new power couple of AEW, 110%. Joe should have won. I 100% agree. I think this should have been Joe all the way. But for what it was,
should have been Joe and Ruby.
Should have been Joe. Well, it should have been Joe, and in my personal opinion, should have been Joe, and it should have been either Statlander or Tony Storm. That's who should have been the winners in my personal opinion. But AEW, you know, Britt Baker she's their girl, and
one of the originals.
Yep. And you knew going forward that as soon as Adam Cole won, you're like, oh yeah, she's winning. So. But the match itself was really, really good. Obviously Joe is so much bigger and stronger than Adam Cole, but they had the storyline where Joe's had the injured shoulder. Cole worked and Adam Cole worked on that through the whole thing. Bobby Fish actually finally came out, yanking Joe's arm and setting Cole up for to his finish. Adam Cole was finally able to get the boom again, and it was a good back and forth match. They worked a good match. I'd give it like a 3.54.
Yeah,
it was a good match. Wasn't the best match that they could possibly have had. Didn't care for the outcome, but Adam Cole is the inaugural Owen Hart Foundation tournament
men's champion. Yep,
men's champion. They had. What do you think of the belts?
I liked them. They're nice.
Yeah, I liked that they were Hart Foundation colors. I wonder what they're going to do with the belts. I mean, are they going to be a legit tournament like
no.
something kind of like something like the King of Professional Wrestling in New Japan? It'd be like a year-long tournament where like you can actually lose it at the end or something like that.
It's going to be, I mean, they'll have to, if they don't win next year, they'll just give up the titles to whoever wins next year.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
It's like my title belt here. Okay.
Yeah.
I won this.
Yeah. Next year when they have the next tournament, those belts go to those winners.
If I don't win this next year, this goes to the new champion.
Yeah. I think that's what they're meant to be. That's falling into a trap, not building anyone else but Britt. Both results disappointed me. Yeah, like I said, I wanted it to be Joe, and I wanted it to be either Statlander or Tony Storm to build somebody else up. But it is what it was. Like I said, that needed Joe's head, shouldn't do anything, never hit a Simone in the head. That was kind of weird because that is something that Joe does, is he does those friggin' headbutts, But Ruby came in white hot, and they cooled her off right away, the same way they did with Lethal. Yeah, but at least Lethal is involved in a good storyline with Joe now. So, but I do think that they're building that up for Ring of Honor. But yeah, I personally wanted it to be someone else. But
yeah. And
then then we had Britt versus Ruby Soho. This was probably the best Ruby Soho has looked in a while, and thank God, because Britt looked like shit.
Do a Barry Horowitz.
Yeah.
No, for me.
Oh yeah. Don't break your arm, pat yourself on the back. Hey man, two-time back-to-back champion, man. It's something me and Frank both have in common.
You're back-to-back. I
thought you won last year.
No, 4 years ago.
Okay. Well, hey, you're a two-time guy. I'm a two-time guy. So
Barry Horowitz, baby.
Yep. But this match, and this is something that we've talked with other people, and Britt just did not look crisp in this match, dude.
She did not.
And I'll be honest, man. Since that match she had with Thunder Rosa and then winning the title, she just has not. She's regressed, man. Like I said, she was legitimately the most improved wrestler of 2020. Like I really felt like she had improved that much in 2020. But since then, man, she is just regressed. It's like she got to be in the main event. She got to be the champion. And as soon as that happened, she was like, yeah, I'm successful. I'm done now. I don't have to keep, pushing and learning and growing. And she got to, yes, exactly. She's comfortable now.
I'm DMD. I'm good.
But she's not, she like I said, and even like she needs to get back to being hungry again and improving, because man, she relied on Ruby to build this thing up. And she's just, every match since, she's just not been as good as she was in 2020. So this wasn't a terrible match. I think, Ruby put in the best effort that she's had in a while. I give it like a 3.
Yeah.
But Britt wins.
They have the Martha Hart comes out. She has her speech. She handed out the titles and the trophy to them, and
yep, it was a nice moment too, man. It was a really nice moment. They gave Martha all the time she needed to talk, and hopefully they continue to do this with this level of this level of respect. I'm glad they didn't have any weird angles or anything. They worked in this. She just came out and said stuff from the heart. So tag belts look, the belts look interesting. It'll be interesting to see like how they do the transition for the new champions next year, but it was a nice moment. The mixed tag match.
Yeah.
Which was next. It was what it was, man. Scorpio Sky, Ethan Page, Paige Van Zandt versus Sammy Guevara, Frankie Kazarian, and Ty Conti. I didn't like this. This match was a freaking mess. Paige Van Zandt, there are glimmers of potential with her. She does not need to be on television, man. She definitely doesn't need to be in a freaking pay-per-view. She's worse than Jade was when she started. Like, she is not there at all.
That if you ask her, that's not what she thinks.
I don't give a shit. The proof is in the pudding, man. Like a lot of people not looking to get better, no real passion, send Britt to Japan. Dude, Britt, actually, if Britt went to like Stardom or something like that, that would be a good thing for her, I think. But she'll never do that because she's a top person in AEW, so that won't happen. But man, she needs to hook up with like freaking Rosa or Serena Deeb or Athena would be a good person to hook up with too. So someone like that, because man, she needs to improve.
Paige Van Zandt, she thinks she's as good as a poopy flavored lollipop. All right.
She's terrible, man. Johnny Cage said, "Lovers don't get heat with me. I just roll my eyes and wait for Sammy and Tay to get off my deck." Yeah, dude, they got and to be honest, it's not their fault, man. They got saddled with that BS storyline.
What BS storyline?
The Cody and Brandy storyline with against Top Team. This storyline with Top Team is shit. It always was, and they need to get them. This needs to be done and over with.
You know what I forgot about this match?
What's that?
Later is that if Sammy and Frank lost, they can't challenge for the TNT title ever again.
Yeah, and they think they're gonna alter that to as long as Sky is the champion. Lakey said but yeah, like Sammy said, he's glad the Angels didn't like it. Nobody liked it, dude. Nobody liked it, but they had to do this angle to work Top Team and Paige Van Zandt into the freaking thing.
Yep. Because
Paige wants to be on television as quick as possible because that's where the money's at. But it's a freaking awful move. Yeah, everybody involved, nobody involved liked this friggin' thing. I didn't care for it. The match, the guys put on as good a match as they possibly could. Freaking Frankie Kazarian, man. That guy deserves a raise because he put some serious work into this friggin' match to try to make it salvageable. And him and Scorpio playing off of each other. They know each other so well and they work together so well. And whether you like him or not, man, Sammy Guevara can work, but all the stop and the starts of this match was just dumb. Yeah, I don't want to talk about this match anymore. It was a freaking mess. I'm glad Scorpio and Ian Page won because now we can get some new blood in this. We got Dante Martin is challenging for the belt next. So yeah, and the thing is I like Scorpio Sky. I wish they had gone with him turning on Ethan Page and then them having a program, but it is what it is.
It could still happen.
Yeah, Julia challenges Britt at Forbidden Door would be awesome. Yes, challenging her and winning. Something like that, please, for love of God.
All right, let's move on. Kyle O'Reilly, Darby Allin.
This was a better match than I think people give it credit for. Obviously, Darby trying to kill himself.
When doesn't he?
Yeah. He went from the coffin drop off the friggin' off the turnbuckle onto the freaking onto the ring apron. This kid's career is going to be short. Love the finish though, man. Kyle O'Reilly finally getting some freaking love and getting a hurry up. This rundown is almost as long as the pay-per-view. Dude, we're trying, man. Top team is legit a bunch of killers. They would massacre Sammy Kazarian and Tay. Oh yeah, dude. The real freaking top team in real life would murder everybody.
Yeah.
That was the other thing too, man. Everybody's mouth kept getting busted open.
Yep.
What was it like? It was three or four people got bloodied in the mouth. Man, I was like, what the hell's going on? Did they all make a decision to punch each other in the face?
I guess so.
Because was it Darby got busted, his mouth busted over, Matt Hardy got his mouth busted open. Who else, man? Was it Adam Cole?
I think it was.
Adam Cole got his mouth busted open, man. I was like, holy crap, dude. It's either there was a lot of friggin' payback shots coming in the friggin' match, or good God, man. Yeah, everyone was calling for them to be in a Jilla match. Piter from friggin' New Japan versus Tony Storm.
Let's move on.
Yep, I'm coming for it. But glad Kyle O'Reilly won. Put some respect on my boy's name. This was a good solid match. I'd say this was like a 3.5 out of 5.
Yeah.
AEW Women's Championship Thunder Road versus Serena Deeb. First half of this match was awesome. The first half of this match was awesome. Second half was kind of a mixed bag. Serena Deeb kind of looked. They just kind of looked lost at the end of this. So it was a good match. I give it like a solid 3 out of 5. Not the best match that they could have had, but it was a good solid match. New Thunder Rosa was going to retain, so some good moments in it. And like I said, the first 5 or 6 minutes of this match was fantastic.
Yeah.
The mat wrestling was awesome. Jericho Appreciation Society versus Eddie Kingston, Santana Ortiz, and the Blackpool Combat Club. This is exactly what we thought it was going to be.
All over the place.
All over the freaking place. They were beating the living shit out of each other.
Blood everywhere.
Blood. Oh my God. So much freaking blood.
Oh, what's his name? Just his whole face was.
Oh my God, dude. What's his name? Dude, I always lose where those guys' names are. Yeah. But 2.0, the two guys in 2.0 that deserve a lot more respect. The only thing that I couldn't stand, I understand why they did it because it was a callback to certain things that have happened in the past. The freaking Wild Thing song kept playing through half the damn match, man. I was like, oh my God, turn this freaking Angelo Parker. Yeah, dude, he freaking God dang, man, that dude, that guy was Wheeler Yuta levels of friggin' blood. Yeah, they said it was going to hit the fan, and boy, they delivered.
Yeah, blood and mustard.
Yeah, and I like the fact that they did this in the arena instead, and so that the fans could see it, be there and see it instead of watching it on a freaking screen. This was much better, in my personal opinion, than Stadium Stampede. So, but didn't I wanted Blackpool Combat Club to win this match. They didn't, but other than that, it was freaking awesome. One of the best matches of the night. Like I said, this
them guys coming out with their boy band outfits on.
Hey. That was, dude. If you guys haven't watched it yet, watch the after after show scrum where Jericho was talking about all the setup of this thing. This thing was being set up for like 6 months, like even long before the Jericho's Appreciation Society situation happened and the inner circle broke up. Okay. He and Moxley were setting this thing up long before that, and it was awesome. And like I said, there's a reason why Chris Jericho continues to reinvent himself and keep going. Yeah, there was definitely some screw ups there, but it is what it is, man. The memes of Eddie are hilarious. Eddie covered in blood holding onto a gasket. Dude, yeah, the whole thing with him trying to light him on fire. It was like, holy crap, dude. What the hell is wrong with you, man? But at least this is setting up Eddie versus Bryan Danielson, which I think is going to be awesome. So
Joey Nutella can set his foot on fire. Eddie Kingston can set somebody else on fire.
Yeah. But this was exactly what we thought it was going to be. I give this a solid 4.5 out of 5. It was an awesome match.
And this was the time I had to go to bed.
No, you were there through the tag match, weren't you?
No. I had to go to bed because Jericho decided to take the ring apart for this match.
God, yeah, that and it took them forever to get it back together.
And so I gotta go.
Yeah.
It's gonna take 15 minutes to reset that ring.
Yeah.
Put it back together again, clean the mat, clean up the area, to get all that blood and crap out of there to get it set up for the next match.
Yep. But the tag match was a decent match. It was pretty good. I give it a 3.5 out of 5.
Thought to be new champions, but there was not.
There should have been new champions. Even though I personally, like I said, I think Santana Ortiz should be the next tag champs. I think they've waited long enough. I think they deserve it. Nothing against Jungle Boy or Luchasaurus. They've actually been better tag champs than I thought they were going to be, but it's time. It's time to take those belts off of them. The fact that they didn't tells me that it could be, like this. This could be the push that Proud and Powerful need. So they'll be the next tag champs. I get the feeling and I personally feel like like I said, that they should be the next tag champs. I think it's going to be FTR. I think FTR is going to be a repeat champion. And it bothers me a little bit because I don't think there should be repeat champions until all the originals get their run. But decent match, a lot of fun. Exactly what we thought was going to be. Dude, Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland are awesome. And everybody that was involved in this match, deserves a lot of praise. Jungle Boy, especially. Him and Swerve Scott are so Swerve Strickland are so good. Solid match. Okay. The world title match. All right. I thought it was a bit clunky in certain points. Particularly when they try to get too clever for their own good. And they're like trying to hit each other's moves. Punk, obviously, the 2 times that he kept trying to do the buckshot lariat. It looked bad, but at least he countered it. He did the one thing where his knee buckled on the one. So like him not doing it was, at least worked into a storyline. Other than that, I thought it was a really solid match. Dude, Hangman's stock really went up in this match too, man, because Punk, like I said, Punk's not the most agile guy. And Hagman kind of filled in the gaps on that match there. So, but at the end of the day, a lot of people are upset. We're kind of 50-50 on this. They thought that Punk winning sent the wrong message. I think you got to go with the hot hand, man.
I'm personally not a fan of ref bumps.
I'm not either. Santos is not going to be done with the Jericho mess anytime soon. They'll have to go to the back of the line. I'm hoping that this will be the end of it, though. The champ with meat and cheese. Yeah. I think Punk being the champion was at the end of the day, it was the right call. I think it sets up, a lot of stuff going forward, including Omega's return and potentially, sometime at the end of the year, 6 months, between now and the end of the year, somebody else will come in and take the belt off of Punk. But I think right now it was the right time. Not the best match on the show, but it was decent, man. I gave it a 3.5 out of 5, and I think Hangman freaking was the leader in this match.
Yeah.
Such good storytelling, man.
It was some sloppy missed spots here and there.
Mm-hmm. Not the best match that they could have had, but it was a good match. It was a solid match.
Where they go with Hangman, I don't know. What's next for him?
It's got to be a continue and like setting it up between him and Omega. It has to be that's what it has to be. And I think between now and the next couple of weeks, we're going to start seeing setup for Forbidden Door.
And I think we see Punk. You could see Punk versus Okada or any of those other guys.
Kenta. I think it's got to be Kenta. For me, it's got to be Kenta.
It's in Chicago. Punk's definitely there. Now, who you put him up against?
Yeah.
From New Japan, who knows? But you got to have as big a star in New Japan versus Punk.
Naito would be a good one to go up against Punk. So there's a lot of good guys.
Who's the GTS? Who's the New Japan GTS guy?
That's Kenta.
Yeah, so that's that's who I would put him up against.
Kenta is the guy who created the GTS. Punk asked him for permission to use the mat.
That's who I would put him up against.
Yeah,
now, I'm a little surprised because we talked about it. Is that the New Japan Bullet Club was in Las Vegas
and there was no run-in? Yeah,
the only people that were surprised were Athena and Bivens, but that's not his name. I can't remember.
Yeah, they changed his name up.
That's the only ones.
Yep. But that was the show. Decent matches. Best match of the night, in my personal opinion, was the House of Black versus Death Triangle. I'd say the Anarchy in the Arena was the next best match, and this was a mixed bag, man. Those are the pluses. Those were good matches. I liked that Athena's in AEW now. This thing was way too freaking long, man. Way too long, and I understand why he did that. He put the extra time on there so that Martha Hart could talk as long as he wanted, and the main event wasn't up against Game 7. But dude. If he's lucky that the Anarchy in the Arena match brought everybody back into this thing and re-energized everybody, because dude, this crowd was dead. They were done, man. They were like, we've been here for 3 hours, dude. We want to go home.
3.
Well, that was at that point they were like
3, okay. 3.5. It was 3.5 because it was 11:30ish when the Jericho Appreciation Society match ended. It started at 8 o'clock. I'm like 11:30. Did it tap out? I'm done.
Yeah, it was this show was way too long, but that was the show. I'd give the show like a 3 out of 5. Wasn't terrible. Wasn't great. Punk doesn't want Kenta. Kenta is legit angry, and Kenta fought in K1. Punk doesn't want that to become shoot. They've talked on Kenta, him and Kenta are they're okay. So, but but that was Double or Nothing. Let's talk about Hell in a Cell, dude. Like you said, there's only what?
6 matches.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's only 6 matches on the show, which, I mean, that's probably the way they do matches. That's probably a decent thing to keep the show 3 hours or less. Maldicia said, passing out later, people. No problem, brother. Take care of yourself. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging with us, brother. You have a good one. Said, we're lucky it was a Memorial Day weekend. Damn things are too long. Yeah, dude, it was good. It was so long. I was barely keeping my eyes open at work.
Yeah,
but go ahead.
There's no match I have any interest in.
There's 2 matches that are going to be good in the ring, but the setup for them is just kind of meh. And the main event, there's no title on the line. Yep. We've got 2 titles being defended. Potentially 3 if they add Usos versus Riddle and Nakamura, which it'll be a good match, but again, the setup is just kind of there. So that'll be fun. They're not gonna take the belts off of the Usos that quick, so they'll set up some kind of storyline thing going between Riddle and Randy. United States Championship Theory versus Mustafa Ali. I think Ali is going to win this, but this has been a nothing storyline. Nobody gives a crap. Johnny said, Hell in a Cell. Oh, the big stadium show. Wait, I just got the news. Not enough people to fill the hard can. Yeah, dude, that's how uninspired this card is. They actually had to go with a smaller forum because they couldn't sell enough tickets for it. And that tells you how badly this thing has been set up and how badly the storylines have been put up together. They don't exist. So, but Ali versus Theory. I think Mustafa Ali wins this. Hopefully he gets a bit more of a push because his return has not been great. Full Bullet Club, Finn Balor and AJ Styles and Liv Morgan versus what's the freaking, I can't remember.
Judgment Day.
Judgment Day, AJ Styles, Rhea Ripley, Damian Priest. It's going to be Judgment Day that wins.
Yeah.
It'll be a decent match.
It could be. And he keeps talking about adding new members to.
There'll be somebody new.
It's just possible somebody could run out like Rhea Ripley did the last time.
Yeah. So it'll be a fun match, but again, it's just kind of there. Next match, Lashley versus MVP. Nobody cares.
MVP and Otis, not Otis, Omos. No, get it right. 2-on-1 handicap.
Oh yeah, Omos versus Lashley. Nobody cares, man.
Omos and MVP versus Lashley. It's a 2-on-1.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be terrible. And MVP's in this match because they know Omos is terrible, and it's just Omos is the new freaking the new giant who can't wrestle. Yeah. So
like Giant Gonzalez.
Yeah, it's just this thing sucks, and I want it to be over. Kevin Owens versus Ezekiel. It'll be a good match because it's Kevin Owens. The storyline, nobody gives a crap because this storyline is stupid. And please, for the love of God, do something with this thing so that we get the stupidity of it out. It's dumb. Like it's funny in the back, like the segments they're doing with Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is awesome.
Oh yeah,
it's funny. The minute this stuff hits the ring, everybody checks out. Nobody cares about this storyline.
Kevin Owens is funny. Freaking Otis is hilarious.
Yep.
It's and Shorty G. I like him. I mean, it's just
don't call him Shorty G, dude. Chad Gable, take that short little crap out of your mouth.
But you don't have Ronda Rousey, your SmackDown Women's Champion. Nope. You don't have Ricochet, your Intercontinental Champion. You don't have the Usos, your Unified Tag Champions. You don't have Roman Reigns, your Unified World Champion.
This is a nothing pay-per-view, man.
So if you're gonna have a championship as the main event, it's gonna have to be the women's.
Yeah, and which I mean, it could be that could be a good thing, but they haven't promoted it that way. That's the other thing. The promotion for this has been nothing. But speaking of the women's championship, the Raw Women's Championship, Bianca Belair versus Asuka versus Lynch. I honestly think I don't think they should take the belt off of Bianca Belair. I don't think she's going to lose this. I think she's going to keep going.
Yeah.
There is a chance that Lynch could win this, but I doubt it. It'll be decent.
I can't see David Bowie winning. Come on.
No, I mean it's it's going to be what it's going to be. It's going to be a decent. The in-ring action should be decent. But again, the buildup has been kind of weird. But the main event, Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins, will be awesome in the ring. They've actually done more in the last on Monday night to actually build some interest in this for me. When they finally let Seth go out there and just say whatever you freaking want, dude. And he kind of went out there and did a really good promo on Cody, being like for the last 3 years, you and your friends have you left here, and you and your friends have been trying to tear this company down. He's like you don't get to destroy the throne. Another throwback to AEW. You don't get to try to destroy the throne and then come and sit on it.
Yep.
So awesome promo. It's going to be a fun match. It's going to be a great match. I don't see Cody losing, unless he loses from somebody doing a run-in or something like that. Again, your biggest star's not here. Your biggest stars are not in this. This is a filler friggin' pay-per-view.
Yeah, your biggest stars, Sasha and Naomi, are not there.
Yeah, there's that hanging over top of this thing. There's all the BS, and it's just not a good show. So,
and from what I'm reading is that Sasha and Naomi, if they're not getting paid, their contracts might not be frozen.
I think it depends on what the situation is. I think they're trying to freeze them up, but there's a whole legal rigmarole that comes with that.
And they're both free agents in a couple months.
Naomi's is quicker. She's got like a month and a half now at this point. If it hasn't been frozen. Sasha's is a little more. I think she's got like 3 or 4 months. But they're both short time.
Yep.
So, we'll see what happens. Johnny said they can have the women's tag champs defend in the main event. Oh, wait. No, because the women's tag team titles don't mean shit. Nobody cares.
Nope.
So, yeah, he's a hypocrite. But anyway, that's Hell in a Cell. There's only one Hell in a Cell match on Hell in a Cell, and it's a terrible one. So
I thought Cody versus
nope.
Rollins is Hell in a Cell.
Nope.
You sure?
That's from what I understand. It's not. I don't, and it's like it's a nothing pay-per-view.
Nope.
So, but anyway, that's what we have to look forward to this weekend. So I'll be watching bits and pieces of it because I'll be watching it after the fact because I just don't give a shit. But yeah, that's Forbidden Door. That's looking forward to Hell in a Cell. That's it. We got anything else we got to go over, man? Because this week was weird. I'm looking forward to Dynamite to see the fallout from some of this stuff. Hopefully, we'll see some setup for Forbidden Door going forward. We have to see setup for Forbidden Door now.
Speaking of Dynamite, it has been reported that MJF has been seen in LA because that's where Dynamite's at tomorrow night.
Yeah. So it's possible. Well, yeah, I think all the stuff that we've seen, all the news that we've heard, they're going to work this stuff out. MJF is going to sign a new contract, or he's going to sign an adjustment to his
contract.
He's going to get paid more money, which I think he deserves. They need to address this situation with the fans, though, because I think the way that they handled this was not the best. But I think this is actually a good sign that he's gonna resign with the company.
I'd pay him more and extend his contract.
Yeah, that's what they want to do. They want to pay him more and extend his contract. He wants to get paid more, and he doesn't want to extend his contract because I think he wants to revisit this a year and a half from now and see what WWE are going to pay him and see if he can get AEW to pay him more.
He wants to pull LeBron James.
Yeah, that's basically what he wants to do. But I think they're going to work this thing out.
Yeah, Punk versus Danielson. I would not mind seeing that match.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what's going on going forward. But that's it for this week, guys. We'll see. Dynamite's going to be interesting. We'll see what happens next week. We'll talk about all that. Hopefully, we'll have some stuff for Forbidden Door set up. And they've got to start setting up Forbidden Door. They've got 3 weeks left?
26 days.
26 days. So almost a little bit over 3.5 weeks. So,
this guy and me. 26 days.
Yep. But thanks for being here, guys. We appreciate it. Johnny Cage, Leg Kick, Matacito, Hicks Villain, Courtney, and I'm missing people.
There are missing people.
I'm trying to find
the Midwest Marks podcast.
Yes, Midwest Marks. Thanks for stopping in, guys. We greatly appreciate it.
Will Rally Sport Rally.
Yep, Will Rally Sport. I'm missing something, but everybody that stopped in, thanks for being here, guys, and we will check you out next week.
Think of some signs for us for Forbidden Door.
Yep. Have a good one, folks. Bye.